Okay, so we're here with Tyler of Scare Tape to go over his gear and what he uses when they play out live. How's it going, Tyler?
Pretty good, Jackie.
All right, so for guitars, what do you use for your main guitar and your backup guitars?
This is my main guitar. It's a Dean Cadillac Select Series. I modded it so it has a Seymour Duncan Blackout Metal in it. And this has the pickup booster off. So it sounds ridiculous. And these two pickups are dummy pickups. They don't work. And no controls. This is wired straight to the jack. Because I'll bump it.
Yeah. who needs a tone knob? Who needs a volume?
No. I don't need any of it.
Yeah.
So I want to talk about the stickers and
Yes.
just go into the stickers.
I just had them laying around, I always thought this was a little pretentious, but
I dig it.
it looks good right there.
and who doesn't love ices?
Yeah,
everybody
exactly.
loves an icy.
It says no weak shit on there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and I'm also very horny for Gate Creeper.
Now, see, when I was a kid growing up, the icy machine, you got to put as much flavor
Oh,
in it
you
as
got
you
the-
wanted. You could pump as
Yeah.
So you kids don't understand that.
No, I don't understand a lot of
Those were
things.
better times.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yes.
Obama.
And this is my backup guitar. This is I also modded this. This is stock pickup, but it's wired straight to the jack, like this one. But this is passive pickup. That's a blackened Black Winter Seymour Duncan, but all stock. Yep. And I use 12 360s Diodatos on this, tuned to C# standard. Really thick strings. Yeah, I think that's about it then.
Scale length on the Cadillac?
24 3/4, and I can't remember if that's the same on there
I'm pretty
or
sure.
that's 25 1/2.
Pretty sure most of the EC 1000s are 24 3/4.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I really don't notice a difference
Yeah.
with either one, but yep.
Yeah.
All mahogany, both of them. I think that's it.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
pretty-
I'm
I
sure
think-
there's some more stuff on
I
these
think I
guitars
covered.
that you could talk about. I know that I see that the
Did you go over your
LTD
string?
has some locking tuners.
Locking
on it.
tuners, yeah, LTD locking tuners. These both have stock Tone Pros bridges,
What string gauge you use?
12 360.
You already said- you already
Oh,
said
did it?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to fucking help.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, and this is steel weather guitar strap made by the dude from Vitriol.
And he's been featured on.
Vitriol the album.
Hang on, I'm trying to think. Give me a second. Shoot. What is the dude's name?
Keith Merrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on
He was
Keith
Keith
Merrow's.
Merrow's. Yeah, that's how I found out about him. I'm like, I
Yeah.
need those straps immediately.
Yep, he's on Keith Merrow's YouTube channel
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
promoting his stuff, which is
Yes.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
How heavy is that strap?
It's about 6 pounds, just a strap. And the
Do
guitar.
you feel it after playing a set?
Not really. No, I'm sure I will when I'm older. And the guitar is like 8 pounds too. So when people are like, "Oh, this guitar is too heavy for me," I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I'm gigging out, rocking out with this shit. Quit being a pussy.
Okay, so we've gone over guitars.
Yes.
So your signal path from the guitar goes to your pedal board,
Yep.
which looks like you're running some cool stuff on here. What do
Yep.
we got?
Yep. So it's going into the patch bay, the Temple Audio patch bay. Everything is powered by the Temple Audio Seahawks. But my guitar goes in to one end, goes through the volume pedal, then goes through this Saturn Works passive splitter. One output goes through my regular signal chain, and then the other one goes to my noise gate, which is the Fortenzoll. And then regular signal passes a pitchfork. I have this Full of Hell Fuzz Factory ZVEX, and that goes into the Linwood Audio Burning Spirit, which you don't make these anymore, I guess. And then the Fortenzoll, then into my Crybaby Jr.
Okay, so for people that don't know, what do we know? The Zool's a noise gate.
Yep.
So what's some of the other pedals, and what is their function?
The pitchfork is like a pitch shifting, polyphonic pitch shifter.
Okay.
And what I do is that I kick it on and at 3 octaves down, and I usually use it with the Fuzz Factory as well. It makes it like unholy noises.
is it for specific songs that you use that on?
Usually in between songs.
Okay.
Yeah, this is sort of like my play pedals in between songs.
Okay, just to have like some
noise,
noise and ambience
exactly.
going on, so
Yeah.
there's no dead noise.
Exactly.
And yeah.
And I'll move the pitch too from the 3 octaves to like to make it sound super weird. And this also I'll also switch it to the pitch shift up, like during those sets. Usually at the beginning when we're trying to like really build up the ambience. But then the Fuzz Factory has this oscillation that goes on with it, and you can like tune the notes. And I'll use this for really heavy breakdowns, especially in the breakdown at the end of Legalize the First Degree.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I hit a harmonic, it'll like shift up to that oscillated note, and it's like really insane sounding. Or shift down, either one. And then the Burning Spirit is an overdrive. This is like, I guess it's like an original circuit, but it has a 3-band EQ on it with a range and grip. I don't know. I don't know what they do. I think it sounds good. It doesn't have a volume because it's always like on 10. So it's designed specifically for like high gain amplifiers.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually only use just the one side because it has an extra boost on it. But I think that makes it sound like it hits the front end way too hard for what I'm using it for.
Okay.
And then the Crybaby, I got this one because sometimes I like to wear boots and stuff, and I had the mini Crybaby, and those wouldn't work with boots.
So is that a latching one or the?
It's a latching, yeah, and it has the indicator too, which is like a must for me.
Yeah.
And I usually keep it on the high setting because you can do like the low, mid, high.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually keep it on the high setting.
Yeah, I always had a problem with like wah pedals, like
Oh yeah.
trying to get them to click in,
Yeah.
like, to engage them and disengage them.
I used to.
I used auto stuff.
Yeah. I had a Morley on here,
Mm-hmm.
and it would, like, it made a crazy noise.
Did that? At
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it was the wah pedal. I don't know why. This one doesn't do that, you know? So I would have a Morley on here if it worked with my rig, you know? And I tried everything. I tried moving the power supply. I tried everything, and it just didn't work. And I bought this as an emergency wah pedal, and it works, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to stay on there for sure.
Yeah, the Dunlop stuff's pretty good though.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. Yep.
So, then from there, we're going to your amp.
Yep. This is a Marshall JVM 210H. So it's a 100-watt version, 2 channels. And we really only use 1 channel. It's the overdrive on the red mode. So the highest gain, the most insane sounding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got the gain maxed and the volume maxed. Everything else is at about 6. And this thing gets ridiculously loud.
Yeah.
And this is we need really, really loud amps for our setup.
Well, I mean, for your style of music,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
more, it's, you know.
Everything's on 10. Yeah. Nothing is subtle. Like nothing.
And that's running into your orange oversized 2x12?
Yeah, this is the PPC 212. So it's the US made one. I didn't know these were made in the US before I bought it.
Yeah, I know there's the ones that have the Voice of the World speakers in
Yeah.
it.
Those are like the Crush.
Yeah. And then the other ones have...
These have the V30s.
The V30s.
Yeah. They're V30s in there. And it sounds great. I really like the look of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, they are extremely heavy and well built.
Oh, they're
cabinets.
tanks. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's the thing. Like, I'm not careful with any of my stuff either, so I need like really well built to handle the abuse. I've broken guitars on stage. just I don't know, out of my own stupidity or just because it wasn't well built. Either one.
Yeah,
I'll make an
and
argument
the
for
one you banged off of, I believe, this cabinet.
Yeah,
and
several times.
And the cabinet's still.
Cabinet's fine.
Yeah,
The guitar
cabinet's-
wasn't.
cabinet's fine.
Yeah.
A lot of beer has been spilled.
And a lot of beer has been spilled on that. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see here. What else do we talk about? Cables. I see you got
Cables.
some brightly colored
Yes.
cables here.
I got Ernie Ball cables. Every single cable you see is an Ernie Ball cable. I got the regular non-braided 10-foot black going into there. And then I usually don't use this one. This is just a 10-foot. I usually use a 25-foot from the pedal board to the amp.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think 10 foot is just way too small for any stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, just one. I just run straight into the front. All the patch cables are Ernie Ball. The flat ribbon cables,
Mm-hmm.
the black ones. And then my speaker cable is a Proco 3-foot cable. That's the only thing that isn't Ernie Ball.
Maybe you should get an endorsement.
Well, I don't play their strings. It's funny because I don't like their strings, but I like their cables. Yeah.
Like some of your guys' retro.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
God, that pedal's so fucking disgusting.
Wait, which one?
You're between songs.
Oh, dude, it's
so
yeah.
gross. I love
Oh
it.
my god, yeah. And the thing, like, especially at 1, 2, 3, when it's mic'd up and everything, the fucking walls shake. It makes, like, it's the most greatest shit ever.
All right, so now we're here with Jacob, bass player for Scare Tape. How's it going?
It's going.
All right, so for you in the band, what are you running and using? So for bass, what do you got here?
This is just my main and backup. It's a Music Man Stingray 5.
Okay.
Got humbuckers for the pickups, tone knobs, 3 of them, bass, mids, and treble. Then also a volume knob, and then you got like your switch, your bridge, neck.
Okay. And going from there, you're going to your pedal board, and what do you have on your board here?
Well, the first pedal in the lineup is my tuner. It's a Snark. I got it for like $30, but it's one of the most accurate tuners I've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes into my noise gate NS2 Boss pedal, and then that goes into the abominable Hail Canvas Deluxe. I rarely use it anymore. I used to use it all the time, but it's just so extreme
Yeah.
that I really only use it for breakdowns and whatnot, like the end of Legalize and whatnot.
Now, is that an actual bass pedal, or is that a guitar pedal and you're just
I
using
don't,
it
I don't
as
think
that
any
function?
of these are bass pedals.
Yeah.
but, and then from there, it goes into the DS1, which is just my main distortion. That's where most of my tone comes from, besides the amp itself and the bass.
Mm-hmm. And then for your power amp section, your
And that runs into the Tour Series 450 PV. There's a shit ton of EQ settings. I just mess with it. I'm still messing with it.
Yeah.
Getting used to it, learning all the features still. But the head is connected to an MPEG 410. Not sure what speakers are in it yet. I still have to open it up and look at it. It's in a little bit rough condition, but it's from like the 80s. So
Yeah.
vintage.
Yeah, the good thing, I guess, with the power section you're using with the EQ and stuff up front is depending on like the room and where you're playing, you can kind of adjust everything to get the sound you're looking for.
Yeah,
Pretty easy.
I did tweak it a little bit recently at Robinson Grand, just because it's such
A
open,
large room.
Mm.
Yeah.
But most of the time it's just small venues like 123 or even here Music on Main.
Yeah. But you guys got some good shows coming up.
Yeah, December 12th,
Crow
Crow
Mags,
Mags at
yeah.
123. There's another one in the talks, right?
There's one in Ohio, I think in like March or so. Yeah.
No more details. Just
No more details.
Yeah.
Just that. Yes, yeah. Details to be confirmed.
I actually just learned all that information.
Just now.
There you go.
I guess it's Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
Is there anything like you guys? I know you use the mono cases and stuff
Yeah.
for your
Mm-hmm.
when you're going out and playing. Do you have a specific case or stuff that you use or things like that?
I just kind of raw dog the cab and head.
Yeah.
But for the pedal board, I have this pedal train bag that I use for it. Just, like everything fits in here so snug.
Mm-hmm.
All my like power strips and cables and whatnot, including the pedal board. And then I also have the Music Man case.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about the Music Man stuff. They come with like the really good heavy duty hard shell cases.
And they're not coming with that anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they're coming with mono bags now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whenever I first bought this off Tyler, it was spotless.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was-
I mean, you guys have been playing out a lot, though. I
we
mean,
abuse our gear
yeah,
pretty well.
because both Matt and I have been there since pretty much like the inception of your band.
I've known Matt since before I played guitar.
And the way that you guys have just progressively, like, I mean, every show gets better and better, and you guys keep getting tighter, and the music and stuff is getting more complex.
Mhm.
I mean, from the first shows,
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
it's
crazy.
crazy, and like you guys are like hustling hard, like.
Oh, yeah.
Like we talk about that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, they got this show. Wow. Like,
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, you're like,
know how to hustle.
yeah, it's like, man,
exactly.
they got this show.
Yeah.
Damn, how'd they get this show? Man? Yeah, you guys just keep like getting show after show and really good shows too with like
Yeah.
bigger bands, which I think is super awesome.
I don't even know how. We just get offers. And
Yeah.
we're like, yeah. You want to open for Crow Mags? Like, yeah. Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So that's super cool that like you guys are actually
Mm-hmm.
getting these opportunities because like a lot of bands around here, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's like they don't get that, or they're not pushing to get that. And it
Mhm.
seems like you guys have, since we've known you, like you guys have grown and changed,
Mm-hmm.
and just like I said,
guys are
Continue-
constantly
yes.
evolving
Yes,
for
continue.
the better.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so super good job for you guys. And
Makes me mad how good you guys are.
It does.
You said you've known me longer than you've been playing guitar. I'm like, motherfucker, you're so much better than me too. Dick.
I'm sorry. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Well, Jacob, he's that motherfucker right here.
Yeah, he's a guitar player
Holy shit.
to begin with.
Yeah.
And I can remember seeing videos of him
Yeah.
on like Facebook and stuff of playing guitar
Yeah.
and like, ripping some cool ass shit.
Oh,
and then, I mean, everybody in your band is super good at what they do.
We try.
Very precise.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
like the riffs that you guys play and the speed that you play it, like I always joke with you about the length of your songs.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
you listen to it,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like it's as short as it is
Mhm.
because there's so much stuff packed into that
Oh, yeah.
like
Mhm.
2-minute song.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Murder on Tape's a prime example.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah, and that's what we always strive for. Is just something new every 2 seconds. Because
Yeah.
I know I got a very short attention span. And especially in a live setting too, that it just ramps up the energy. Because when you hear the chorus the third time, it doesn't really have its impact.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm not sure if this is relevant to like gear or whatnot, but my friend Erin, she used to be the bassist in my old band,
Mhm.
and she made me this like, it's supposed to be like a charm to like rid bad energy or whatever, and she made it on a night of a full moon, so it's supposed to be like 10 times more powerful. But I just keep this in mind, like thing, just
Yeah.
just superstition.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
That's why we're so badass.
Do you have any superstitious stuff in your bag?
Not
Got
really.
any spare shit you can throw?
Just, I think I killed somebody.
Now, I remember you used to have a Jackson bass. Do you still have that Jackson bass as well?
Yeah, it's in very rough condition.
Yeah.
I miss it, but I set it by a window, and it's not that insulated, and just the moisture, like the screws and shit are rusted, the pickups, it's really sad, but yeah.
Because I remember you brought that when you came and recorded for
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I played that live stream show too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's when I had the Schecter. Yeah. Neck warped on that thing. Weird. Like, there's like a hump in the 3rd fret. It's just like, damn it.
Alrighty.
All that noise. just noise shit. Like
Oh
that.
yeah. So, yeah. That's also it's modeled after a Russian Big Muff. That's kind of
Oh, I love me some Russian Big Muff.
exactly, yeah.